students, today we are going to study a poem from the Beehive book of class 9. But before starting the poem today, I would like to ask a few questions to assess your knowledge. Serpent and vermin are the synonyms of what kind of reptile? Yes, the answer is snake. What do you understand by the term victim? Yes, a person or animal that is injured, killed or hurt by someone or something. Now the last question is, antonym of the word easy, painless and accommodating. Yes, trying, stressful and difficult. So today we are going to study a poem that is known as The Snake Trying by W. Ross. The Snake Trying by W. Ross. Before discussing and going deep to the poem, I would like to explore something to you about the poet. W. Ross was born on June 14, 1894 in Peterborough, Ontario. Died on August 26, 1966 at the age of 72. His notable works are Irrealities, Sonnets and Laconics. His spouse was Mary Laurie Ross and his children were Mary Loretta and Nancy Helen. Justice Ross was a Canadian geophysicist and poet. He was the first publisher poet in Canada to write Imagist poetry and later the first to write surrealist verse, both of which have led others to call him the first modern Canadian poet. Ross had clearly thought out of his attitudes towards poetry. Early on the diverged little for his initial position. He objected to both difficult and ornate verse and found the conventional romanticism of Canada's Confederation poets particularly unappealing. Now I am going to explain the poem to you stanza wise. It takes much time. The snake trying to escape the pursuing stick with sudden curvings of thin long body. Here, the snake tries to escape from being hit by the stick that is following it, with sudden curvings of thin long body. How beautiful and graceful are his shapes. Here, as the snake crawls, its body twists and turns, forming a fascinating shape. In the stanza, pursuing means chasing and curvings means twisting or turning. He glides through the water, away from the stroke. Oh, let him go over the water into the reeds to hide without hurt. Here, this means that the snake moves through water and in order to save itself. The poet pleads to let it escape and hide behind the thick marshy plants. As it is harmful, the small green-colored snake is harmless even to children. In this stanza, glide means moves and stroke means hitting of the stick and reeds means water or marshy plants with their thick stems. Now the last stanza, along lay until observed. Along the sand, he lay until observed. He chased away and now he vanishes in the ripples among the green slim reeds. Till it was spotted and chased away by the person holding a stick, it lay quietly in the sand. In order to save itself, the snake disappeared in the ripples of the water and hides in the camouflaging of green bushes of the marshy plants. Now, I would like to ask a few questions to check your understanding. Define the terms. Define the terms. Glides, strokes, third one reeds. Here glides means moves. Stroke means hitting of the stick. Hitting of the stick. And here reeds means marshy plants. Marshy plants with thick stems. Now the second question is, what is the snake trying to escape from? Now the third question is it harmful? Snake, what is its color? Is make sentence. Make sentence. From graceful. Second one is escape. Now students, I would like to ask a few questions to evaluate your understanding, skills and communication ability. Now, what is the moral of the story? What does the poet wish for the snake? The last one is, where was the snake before anyone saw it and chased it away? Where does the snake disappear? Students, now I would like to give you a home assignment to check your imaginative skills are developed how. The moral of the poem is prevention of cruelty towards animals. Today's home assignment is, which values are noticed about the poet from his attitudes about the snake? So students, that's it for today. We have completed the poem The Snake Crime by W.W.W. Ross. So thank you and have a good day.